Okay, so this is Michael Ellis, and this is my Sorry, it's kind of a weird angle, but I'm recording from my laptop. This is my technique for doing. Well, the candlelight is new, but kind of wanted to do it kind of old school scrying with the candlelight as opposed to like a camera flash. But I can't for the life of me find my DLSR or whatever you're saying. The my old uh, Nikon camera. It just got lost in the moving boxes and stuff, and but this is my old school technique for like I did for my art show, of doing the holographic or radionic, whatever you want to call it, pictures that develop what would be considered ghost images or radionic images. I guess is the best word for or holographic images. It comes out of the matrix, um, basically what would be considered noise or reflections, and it's kind of related to like old school scrying, where you would take a reflective surface and like shadowy surface, and you would get images out of it that would be related to kind of what you're thinking or what would be considered like a target or like a inspirational source, um, or like an interdimensional source or something like that. It would be related to what you're seeking, um, like an auric picture, like an aura picture or something like that, or something from the mental plane, or some ghost pictures or something like that. This is what people did in the old medieval times, and before, to predict the future events and see things far away that they couldn't otherwise obtain knowledge on. Um, so it was done with like black mirrors and crystal balls and stuff like that. But we're doing this with photography, so we can actually get a record of it, and we're using a Photoshop technique where we can actually take the reflection image and process it in such a way that it gets a three-dimensional image out of the noise in a holographic technique that I developed. Basically, taking the noise, the reflection, which has innate images in it, but developing that further to draw images out of it, out of the interference field, which is key to receiving holographic images. To receive a holographic image, you have to create an interference field, which is key. Hence the aluminum foil with the candlelight. The reflection is where you get the interference field from. The reflection or the camera flash or anything like that, it's where the interference field and hence the ghost-like or the radionic images come out. And once you have that radionic image or that reflection or that interference field, you can take that and process it in Photoshop through an image processing technique that I developed, where you take the image and you do 3 points overlay, and that develops a 3D image out of the interference field, which creates a construct that looks like human figures or stuff like that, like a 3D image with a 3-point grid, which reconstructs the image that the hologram originated from. So so I did that in my art show. I showed the 3 stages of taking the image and recreating it from the 3 points of perspective to create a 3D image, which ended up being a human face and some arms and legs and a torso, and I was given hell for it, and and was charged with stealing images or anything like that. And so to show you that this is something that is real, that I'm not just making shit up, I'm going to show you this process entirely. I do not have my DSLR camera with me that I can use to make the image like I normally would, but I'll use my cell phone camera, which has enough technology in it that I can do the image the way I want to. So I will take my cell phone camera. I'm not using a flash reflection, but I have a candle here that serves just the purpose. As you can see on my phone, I can get a good image of the reflective surface, and the reflections are the interference field from which we draw our hologram. I will take a photo of that. As you can see, it's recorded on my cell phone as an image. Now we will blow the image up and look in the reflections, and then we will notice that it starts to turn into actual like images of people, places, things, etc. Maybe not initially apparent, but the more we study it, the more we can see like faces and other things that make sense of it. And the more we look into it, the more we see, the more we can the more we can see faces, we can see figures, we can see things that we normally wouldn't see with a closed mind, or a it's part of the human psychology to make sense of random images, and that was the key to my art show at Edgewood College my senior year, and that was the point. And so now I will take this, I'll process it in Photoshop on my my old beast of a desktop computer, the only one I have Photoshop installed on, and I will do the 3-point processing. It's a screen overlay, I believe. I think it's a screen overlay, as far as I can remember. And I'll do that, and then I'll show you the final outcome of the process. So I'll stop.